We saw an interesting sight on the way here, didn't we, Steve?
Yeah.
We came in yesterday to
plan the show.
To plan the show, sure. Yeah. We actually annoyed Karl for half an hour and left. Yeah. But a bloke with a completely tattooed face.
Actually, I don't know what stage you are in. What stage you're at in your life when tattooing your own face is a good idea.
But this wasn't sort of like, tribal or religious or anything. It was a bloke just had a sort of tattoo on his forehead and around his eyes, professionally done. It looked quite old, so I don't know if tattooists do that now. I think they've probably got to watch themselves. But I was just thinking,
there's not rules about what you can tattoo. I'm assuming if you're a tattooist, you can do what you want. You can tattoo anything.
I wouldn't have thought. There's probably some comeback, isn't there? I mean, I certainly, I think they've got to be sober. I think you've got to be over 21, I don't know,
right.
Over something, and I wouldn't have thought many tattooists would tattoo someone's face, would they?
Well, I don't know, have you met tattooists? I mean, I don't want to slag them off, but they are like,
I know why, they're big.
Well, exactly, and they've got needles.
A lot of them are big.
But they do seem like they live in the periphery of society, a lot of these people.
I just wouldn't tattoo someone's face, do you know what I mean?
No.
I've been
you'd wrestle a man to the ground and then hurt your back, but no, you wouldn't tattoo someone.
No, I know. Does everyone ever regret it? I mean, I'm sure some people regret a tattoo. Whenever someone shows me a tattoo, I go, that's brilliant. Because I can't bear to go, that's rubbish.
Yeah.
I just think that, because they can't change it, there's no point.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think? I go, it's brilliant.
Well, I read in the paper, was it a man or a woman who had, just had Beckham on their arm? Just, not a picture of him, but the word Beckham tattooed on their arm, spelt wrong.
Oh,
they'd missed out the K. Or maybe they missed out the C, so it was B-E-K-A-M.
Oh, no.
Anyway, it was spelt wrong. I mean, firstly, why do you just have the name of David Beckham on your arm?
Home tattoos are the best, though.
What's doing it yourself?
That's done with a pin and sort of some ink in prison. Like with skins.
Yeah.
It's sort of wonky because they've done it in a mirror.
Yeah.
What does that say? Well, read it. Tanuck. Yeah, I did it in a mirror.
Profanity.
Yeah.
Have you? Would you ever toy with a tattoo, Karl?
No, I mean, I've told you about me Uncle Stan before, haven't I? Tattoo Stan.
No.
He's just covered in them. It just looks a mess. Do you know what I mean? You can be wearing the best suit in the world, but you still look a scruff.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once you have it done. Well,
some tattoos can be quite tasteful.
No, but he was covered. It was all like, cut here on his neck and it's just, a mess. And he did a lot of his own. I've told you about him before.
Have you? I don't remember it.
Yeah, because I was saying, if you're going to do your own, at least make sure you're a good drawer.
Yeah.
It was just a mess. It was just all over the place.
What he thought had he done? He sort of doodled snakes around.
Yeah, and all his kids' names on his arms, and it's like, can't you remember them?
Yeah.
He might have had a lot.
No, he did.
Yeah.
And do you remember even from a young age thinking that looks rubbish?
Yeah. And I mean, it'll probably be about 60 now. I'd love to see what he looks like now. Well, just look at this. There was a story the other day in one of the magazines that I read about this fella who had a...
well, this would be Bizarre or 14 Times then.
Yeah.
One of the magazines you read.
Yeah.
So it's going to be...
It's not The Spectator.
No.
But this fella had a big eagle put on his back.
Yeah.
With a snake sort of covering it. And,
such rubbish, isn't it? This kind of symbols of sort of dynamism and life. Yeah, I mean, a snake and an eagle.
Yeah, a large-breasted vampire woman riding a dragon.
Yeah.
That's always a good one.
But this fella had that, and he had it in his will that when he dies, he wanted his son to have the skin taken off.
Oh God!
And put in like a little frame.
Oh God!
That's horrific.
What's that? That's my dad's back.
Yeah. Oh, are you sure?
God.
No. Because I read it and kind of started having sort of memories of Auntie Nora again.
Yeah.
Because she used to always like...
now, Auntie Nora is the woman
who farted for 5 minutes.
She had wind for 5 minutes.
Sure.
Yeah.
But she also, she used to say, Karl, rub me back. Right. And with her being quite old, it was all sort of mouldy and warty.
It was mouldy?
No,
mouldy.
Mouldy. Right.
And what did you do?
I didn't like it. I hated it, in fact.
It was like reading a Braille book.
Yeah.
It was like putting your hand in a load of Cocoa Pops.
Oh, dear.
All really big brown things. And I just thought framing hers would be sort of 3D-ish.
Oh,
right. Yeah. What's that, a chunk of the moon? No.
Yeah. Did you R-text that wall?
Yeah.
No, that's
Auntie Nora.
That's Auntie Nora's back. Oh, God.
Any piece of your body, Karl, that you'd like to leave behind?
That's disgusting. Putting your hand in some... Is she the one with the split tennis ball when she wasn't wearing knickers?
Shut up. What? No, let's not discuss the tennis ball.
Okay.
So she used to get you to sort of knead her dough on her back.
Oh, God, this is really bad.
But what would she with her dress or whatever? Or
she wore those sort of squid-looking things that
Sorry, what?
Those squid-looking.
That's Auntie Nora covered in octopuses. What are you talking about? What do you mean?
It's like a nightgown type thing.
But what's squid got to do with it?
Because it sort of looked like a squid around the edge.
Oh, I know, frilly things. Yeah.
And she just said, I'm aching there. Oh. She was never well. She was never. Do you know what I mean? She's always had something wrong with her. I don't ask her how she is. It's just like she's not going to be all right.
Did she have wind when you were sort of neat? It must have been like playing an accordion.
Get a little tune going.
Wow. Oh, who's your auntie with the tattoos?
That's Hazel.
Oh right, yeah.
Let's leave that.
Why?
Oh, let's
why?
Not talk about
We'll leave it. What have I come across there?
What's up with Auntie Hazel?
What's up with Auntie Hazel?
There's nothing wrong with her. It's just a lesbian, which is nothing wrong with that.
Well, no, but you've made it sound like there is now by not wanting to say it. My aunt is a lesbian.
I know what you're saying, though. I know what you're getting at. Just because I call her Uncle Hazel.
Play a record.
He's from Manchester. Please forgive him.
Lizzie, don't believe a word. XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
Email here from Chris. He said he met a girl in Australia whose boyfriend tattooed her arm with the word psycho, except the spelling was wrong, and she ended up scarred for life with the word physco. 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 I mean, a word of warning, if you're going out today to get a tattoo, they're tattooists. Yeah. English is probably not their speciality. So be careful. Write it down for them first.
You are walking on thin ice. I've seen some of these boys. They're big.
Sure.
They're big.
No,
and if they're willing to stick lumps of metal through their faces, what are they going to do to you?
Well, yeah, indeed.
So, Steve, sorry.